Mic check 350. All right. Now, do you know if anybody's in the Zoom yet?
Don't know if anybody.
I'm not seeing anybody. I just want to make sure I'm in the right Zoom. I don't need to be here, so I'll get out of the way. We'll sit over here. I'm just, with so many we have them, I want to make sure I'm in the right Zoom.
Do you want to give everyone time out? Okay.
Smarter? Guys, you got it. You got it. That's the only problem with these new meetings is for webinars is you keep off the microphone on. If anybody else joins, you'll hear that until they mute.
Okay.
All right, well, have a fantastic meeting, folks.
Thank you so much.
Morning. Will we see?
So can I go? Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, members of the committee. My name is Matthew Bell, spelled Mattthewbell for the record. I'm the Language and Culture Specialist working at the Office of Public Instruction under the Tribal Student Achievement Relations and Resiliency units. And I'm here to provide a little testimony about the efforts that our offices are engaged in regarding providing language and culture efforts into the classroom. So to kind of introduce things, I guess what I want to do is kind of start out by saying this is kind of a multi-tiered approach. We start, I guess, from the voice of the youth. We gather inputs and feedback from the youth with our youth resiliency or youth advocacy coaches, youth specialists. We have a youth membership a group in the high school called RISE, Resiliency and Something Else. We attend those meetings and we are gathering their voices for an annual education conference. From there, we also include voices of the elders. We have an elder committee that we work with, knowledge keepers of the indigenous nations. And we work to connect those generations and bridge those gaps. Our office also is involved with language grants and technical assistance with those, being an interface for the State Department, going between us and the tribes to oversee some project management and funding revenue streams. We're also engaged in professional development opportunities in conjunction with tribes, other education leaders within the departments and other agencies. So yeah. The most important thing to keep in mind going forward with our work is keeping our youth in schools engaged and on the path to enculturation, to being exposed to their culture, their heritage cultures from here in Montana. Studies have provided data that the process of enculturation by providing language and culture to students is a strong protective measure against things like suicide ideation or other factors that keep students from achieving in school or outside of school as well. So we in this office have utilized our opportunities to work with educators, work with tribal leaders, with knowledge keepers to find resources and provide them for students, provide them for educators as training modules and such. So to elaborate a little bit, speaking about how language and culture are connected, we want to keep this approach this ideation in mind as we go through our work with the Office of Public Instruction. We're firm believers in nothing about us without us. So we're engaging in tribal consultation where we're focusing in this office, aligning tribal language standards, language proficiency standards with some of the work that happens at the state, and that all students in Montana schools have the opportunity to engage with. We're aligning tribal land-based opportunities. These are unique things that make up Montana heritage, history, and should be available to all Montana students. And we're working with tribes to make sure those are done with authenticity and respect. Again, we're listening to the youth and advocating for them, with them, and alongside our knowledge keepers group consisting of elders and other knowledge keepers from various tribes. Part of this work helps to expand the relevance of tribal support systems, which can help our students inside and outside of school be engaged with their work and find relevant work outside of school. We see these as protective factors for some of our at-risk students. We are engaging in the cultural practices and helping educators understand these better so they can involve these in their buildings with integrity. Practices, cultural practices such as smudging and sweating have been proven to be positive interventions, and we're working with tribes and educators to make more of those come alive for our students. We're also engaging with Class 7 teachers and those who are interested in Class 7 language and culture teaching alongside tribes. Each tribe has their own requirement for Class 7 certification. So we're working alongside those tribes to make sure that our processes are aligned and our teachers have the proper accreditation. Not only that, but we're working with them to promote professional development opportunities for those Class 7 teachers to make sure we have the best teachers for our Montana students. So moving on to a bit of the language grant technical assistance work that we've done in the past couple of years. We've had the Montana Indian Language Program grant transferred from the Department of Commerce to us. And in the past year, we've worked with tribes to close out those old contracts, finish up those projects, make sure funds are distributed, and work with them to move over to our new grant system, or new to them in some instances, grant system here at OPI called eGrants. And so we're in the process of doing that, and we'll continue to do that. We've been holding monthly meetings with stakeholders to keep everyone up to date and to help share resources and ideas, and we will continue to do so going into the future. This is the 10th year of the Montana Indian Language Program, and we are advocates of it and wish to see continued funding of that program in the future. In addition, there's the Indian Language Immersion Program, or ILIP, which we've had some success this last year, as we've utilized our voice and position with our negotiation team to spread the word about ILIP and grow the number of school districts who are applying, and we'll continue to do so in the future as well. The Indian Language Immersion Program is one designed to focus on immersion teaching at least 50% of the day in schools, and we're seeing some good success with that, and also advocate for continued funding of those programs. So moving on, like I had kind of mentioned, we are engaged in consultation work with tribes on a number of issues with regard to language and culture, one being Class 7 certification processes and memorandums of understanding with tribes of how those processes and accreditation standards work. We're also engaged in consultation with regard to other resolutions that tribes have within their communities regarding language and culture work. there are many languages here in Montana and many groups within each community working on some good language work. And we are using our office and our position to being in contact with those entities and produce the best language content we can going forward. So in addition, some other consultation topics that have come up in the process. Many communities are experiencing infrastructure needs for their teachers. A lot of teachers are looking for space to have a solidified space for their students, language nests and such. And many communities are still looking for updated infrastructure to securely and safely house those things. School board training is something we've been considering and discussing with our team, engaging in discussions with school boards to discuss the unique needs of our American Indian students, our language and culture needs and opportunities and such. Many communities are in various states of developing orthographies and dictionaries, and we're happy to help those and cheer those communities along as they do their work and share whatever they would like to share with other Montana education outlets and students and such. We're working with the Montana Historical Society as part of the Montana Indian Language Program grants. The deliverables, some of them go to the Historical Society, and so we are working with them to make sure that we have the proper access and recognition and handling of all those types of deliverables. We're working with partnering with in discussions with tribal colleges, how to best support Class 7 teachers and other language and culture efforts in and around reservation schools. We're working with intertribal partnerships and partnerships within communities. We're working to recognize past and present heritage language educators as the doctorate level educators and knowledge keepers that they are, and give our youth some heroes to look forward to in their community, past and present. We are continuing to partner with Montana Digital Academy as they continue to invest in their heritage language classwork. They have 2 classes so far, and will continue to expand on their efforts. Many communities are talking about methods of growing their own teacher, educators, trainings, and those types of efforts, and we're here to assist with that as well. And yeah, just overall strengthening the opportunities and education requirements that are offered from tribal authorities. So I guess in sum, there's a few more professional developments that have happened and are ongoing. Professional development trainings at Montana Federation of Public Employees Annual Conference, the Indian Education for All Best Practices Conference, the Montana Office of Public Instruction Summer Institutes are some of the ways in which educators have been exposed to some of the things we've been doing, or in partner with other educators. And then there's a webpage with resources for educators who are interested in some of this work, whether it be heritage language work or culture resources that are land-based, place-based, and other types of resources as such. And so with that, I thank you and appreciate your time and efforts, and just stand to support any continued funding for language preservation efforts in our school. Thanks.
How, with Representative Wendy's boys bill on putting our boost program back to Department of, where's it going? How does that affect us? Do you know? No?
So what my understanding is that bill had two parts. One was with commerce, and that was to get out to train students in coding. And then we were to identify teachers to take a coding program, which was very difficult in the previous director of Indian Ed, or ASA, and then American Indian Student Achievement, researched that. And I think there was one program offered, but most of the coding that a teacher would take is part of an undergrad program or higher ed program. So I believe that they've focused more on training the students with what is already in place and pulled that away from us on the training aspect. That's what my understanding, or that's where they're going, I guess. And Representative Windy Boy would know more on that.
Do you hold? Okay. Let me start over. I apologize. Good afternoon. Thank you for everybody attending. My name is Stephen Morset from Office of Public Instruction, Indian Ed Division. Thank you, Senator Runningwell, for attending. Representative, I apologize. And senators and representatives that will be reviewing this later. I was asked to attend today's Indian Caucus by our Superintendent Elsie Ardenson, and she just wanted to showcase or highlight the Making Montana Proud poster series, which her executive assistant, Anna Horner, is gonna go through. I do have hard copies for all of the Indian Caucus that I'll give to Tara, other than she can get it at the right avenue. And then if you want to view one, and those are just kind of gifts. These are actually formally going to be released on Monday, February 13th, here at the Capitol Rotunda. And each legislative session, Indian Ed for All has been asked to do a copy or do a version of highlighting Indian Ed for All and the impacts in Montana. And so what we do is invite exemplar educators from across the state, and Superintendent Arnson actually wanted to include this poster series as part of the release. So these will formally be released on Monday, and they'll be available to every Montana public school, junior high and high school. And then we'll have additional copies available for anyone that requests. With some of the links that are included in today's agenda, you could actually see the QR code that'll take you to our website, and it's under classroom resources under poster series. And currently it says coming soon because these haven't formally been released, but I guess it was just this whole idea of creating a poster series kind of happened from the Honor Yourself poster series back in 2008. And then in 2018, there was a Making Montana Proud poster series, and Superintendent Arnson wanted to do a 2.0 version. So I was kind of responsible for getting this all out there. And we just highlight American Indian stories. Every tribe in Montana is represented. And we try to split it really male and female, but this came up with an odd number. So there is that variant, but I'm excited to get this out there. And I think you'll see these in classrooms and schools for several years to come. I wish there were more I could say, but as part of this, we also included a Making Montana Proud banner that Anna's gonna be pulling up. And I just wanted to let you guys know again that we will be giving you guys a copy of these. You guys are actually the first ones that received this copy. Misty Cool. She did not, but we invited her to Indianet for All Day, our Rotunda Day on Monday, and we will get her a copy. Thank you for that reminder, because well, what I feel like if those senators or representatives that don't want their copies, I feel like it's always can be regifted to another educator or a university or tribal college in Montana where these can be seen, because really it's all about Native representation, and that was the goal of this project. So Representative Running Wolf did ask that I give a copy to Misty Cool, and just for note, we will get her a copy. Thank you for that suggestion. And then this is just a banner that we'll be sharing every time we're either presenting or having our conference, or the first time we'll actually unroll this will be at Rotunda Day on Monday, February 13th of 2023. And I think that's all I was going to share. And if there are anyone that has any questions. So currently the QR code, Representative Running Wolf actually asked about the QR code on these posters. Currently this QR code is just goes to our classroom resources page that has the drop-down tab, or they call them accordion tabs on our website. And what this will do is anybody can download a copy of this. But our hope when we did this was actually to include in the future, or in the coming weeks, I'm gonna also add, because I'm responsible for the website, I will add that QR code, all their entire responses to my questionnaire of where, when you see these posters, you'll see that they do have a quote that is really aimed at what their message wanted to be for really Montana youth, but specifically, it wasn't really specific to any group, but they each have a message, a positive message, and their entire questionnaire will be included in that. But we did he did ask about a video, and our hope is to actually get some of these individuals recorded and then add that as an additional piece to that QR code. So yes, but it won't be available for a little while. But that is part of this plan. So I hope, I don't know if anyone else has any questions. I do hope you guys find value in these, because I feel very, I was honored to be able to put these together and somehow make it happen by today. But thank you.
I think they're beautiful, and I thank you for all your hard work on these.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I hope, my hope for this poster series is that it impacts our Native youth for generations to see this Native representation. So I hope everybody appreciates them, but the few people I have shared them with, like my wife and some former colleagues, professional colleagues that are still in the school system, either as administrators, they're excited to have them, and they actually, there's been a lot of positive feedback of the few people I shared with. So thank you.